What's up, everyone? I'm Joe. I appreciate you stopping by the channel. Hope you're all doing well. So we're going to be shaving with a razor that I honed earlier today. This is the M. Jung New York. This is Jung's number 80. This is the one that I honed this on the synthetic progression of 158, and then I went to the Vermont Grey. I've never shaved with the Vermont Grey edge, so we're going to see how that goes. I still got to strop it. I'll do that once we get going here. And the soap we're going to be using, Rosemary and Mint. I do have a matching splash. The brush I'm going to be using, this is a handle I just got, a Turning by Tans handle. Kind of had, I think it has a Rosemary Mint vibe kind of going there. The knot that I put in it, this is a West Coast Shaving 26 millimeter Abyss knot. I've never used this knot before, but I wanted to put this one in it just because of the way it looked. I thought it matched it really nicely. All right, I already have my pre-shave on. Oh, forgot to show you that. Peppermint beard and pre-shave oil. I already have that on to save a little bit of time because I want to strop this and see how it looks. I am able to, last time we were doing this, I had to do the paddle strop, but she's ringing. So yeah, I am able to strop comfortably now. I wasn't able to the last time I shaved. I was still using the paddle strop, so all these little wins are really making me happy here. Every week, every week, every couple of weeks, it's like I'm able to get more and more back to normal, and that's really what the best I can hope for, just slow gains, get back to normal. It still gets fatigued, when I was honing the razor, I had to stop a couple of times. It'll still get fatigued, especially when getting towards the end of the day too, later in the day. I realize I have to stop and do things differently, but I'm able to go longer. Doing most of my activities, the strength training is starting to pay off. All right, I think that's good. All right, let's get going. There is no menthol in this. This is just rosemary and peppermint essential oils. But you will get that peppermint essential oil feeling. I know some people thought because of that there was menthol in this, and there is not menthol in this soap. Just the oil. I'll load this up a little bit more. I haven't really been using that spray bottle I have. I'd rather just wet the brush, I think. I like this knot. It's soft, but it has enough backbone where I can splay it out nice. Look it. I've seen it a few times. I've looked at it before, and they had a big sale over Black Friday. So I took advantage of it. So yeah, I'll give it a try. Okay. I think that's good. Ugh. Still a little tight today. Moving into the more strength training is gonna make it sore more often. That's all part of the process. All right, let's see how this Vermont Grey edge is. Wow, that's nice. Sorry about that. Had to break away real quick. I do have quite a bit of growth too. Probably 4 days. That's just moving right through there. Took care of that 4 days growth, no problem. All right. I was a little unsure about that edge. It's a stone I've never used before. I've never really seen anyone use it before. But I am pleasantly surprised. I really don't have anything to compare it to. I can't really say, well, it feels like this, it feels like that. It's slate edge, yeah, for sure. Very comfortable. I mean, it's going through this growth with no problem. I like it, definitely. For a stone that the guy at the quarry gave me to try out, I like it. I don't. It's not anything like I'm not gonna say it'll replace a conical or it's you know something like that, but it's a comfortable shave. Really for me, that's what I want to know. Is it a comfortable shave? That's how I judge the edge. Really, I would like I would like to put this under a microscope and see what it looks like because I'm curious how it compares to other slates or other stones. Really. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of a rinse and then I'm gonna go for a second pass. All right, let's go with pass number two. Now, when I was honing that razor on that stone, I know I said it kind of has a feel of a conical to me, which is the feedback I got. That was a very, very close first pass, and I had a lot of growth. It's fun when you experiment with stones that you've never dealt with before, and you don't really know if it's going to have a nice edge on it or not, or if it's going to produce a nice edge for you. I mean, that's one of the fun parts about all this. You get to experiment. But I'm kind of excited that I found another stone. Another Vermont stone at that. Now, I've talked about this in the honing video. I was looking at some J-Nats. And I haven't decided yet for sure. But I think I might be ready to to give it a go. I mean, I've been honing razors for almost 6 years now. It's probably, yeah, for about 6 years now. And I've never got into J-nets. Geez, that was a really close first pass. I was worried that that stone might bring the edge backwards. That is not the case. Nice. Very nice. All right. This shave is more of an edge check, really, than anything else. So I'm trying to really pay attention to the shave here more than talk about anything. That's really nice. I am very impressed with that stone. I did not expect this. Progression 1, synthetic 158, and then to that stone that I was not familiar with at all. And to get a shave like that out of it, that's nice. I am very impressed. All right, let's do we'll do a rinse, and then we'll come back for a recap. All right, we're back. Let's do some aftershave. Rosemary and mint. Oh, yeah. That is refreshing. that combination of rosemary and mint. It's a little bit different than eucalyptus and mint. Eucalyptus and mint is really fresh, but this rosemary in here gives this kind of like a little bit of an herbal, earthy, and then you got that zing of the mint. It's really, really nice. All right, do a recap. Soap, rosemary and mint, rosemary and mint splash, brush, turning by tans, 26 millimeter West Coast shaving Abyss synthetic. I might get a couple more of these to have them on hand if I do any more brush projects, because I really like this knot. And the razor, Jung's number 80, M. Jung, New York, finished on a Vermont Grey. Very, very happy with that edge. All right, guys, that'll do it. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the holiday week coming up, and I will catch you next time. Take care.